Okay, so we are back once again. Breaking Point, Part 5. Today we will be maybe finishing up the rest of the story mode. I'm not sure, I don't think so, but there is a possibility. We are still driving as Casper Ackerman, the retired, well, not retired, the planning to retire driver, the Dutchman. We just won our home Grand Prix. Our teammate Aiden Jackson still very much in the spotlights. So we will go into the race to see what will happen. Good evening, Noah. Good to see you back again. If there is something wrong with the volume, just tell me, I will change it. If you can't hear the game sounds or if you hear it too much, just tell me, I will change it for you. Anyways, yeah, some of you might know what happened. If not, I would just recommend to watch the other Breaking Point streams. For now, we are just going to go to the next race. And we're going to start Chapter 11. The Australian Grand Prix. We are going to join mid-race. A poor start to the race finds Casper Ackerman sitting at the back of the field. With several laps remaining, the deployment of the safety car gives Ackerman the opportunity to pull back some much needed places. So let's see, we probably have to catch up to the safety car and then do something from there.
Work to maintain tyre temperature, Casper?
Is the safety car for Aiden?
Aiden's had to come in. Now's a good time to catch up with the field.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So our teammate is out of the race and our objective is to catch up with the safety car, who is quite far ahead with the rest of the field. And we need to catch up before the safety car goes in. I don't want to use any ERS because that will just be wasting it. And I will probably get another objective because there are still 10 laps remaining. We are on mediums. I see some guys on hards like Esteban Ocon. He is on hard, so we will probably fly past those guys. I think we are gonna have to catch up to the safety car and end in the points. We are now P19, teammate is out of the race. That's probably what the safety car is for. And before we start, I will show you guys. I think I can do that here. Breaking Point difficulty. I just want to show this. This is the hardest difficulty. I can go lower, but I can't go higher. It's already on hard. I can't change it. So, yeah, we'll just see what happens. We just put out the fastest lap of the race in a Williams under safety car conditions, which is quite funny. But we caught up to the field.
Push for 10. See if you can salvage some points.
Yes, we indeed needed to land in the points. So once the safety car goes in, we are going to absolutely sand it on these guys. We are trying to get as many positions as we can, as quickly as we can. I want to drive this race as aggressive as I can. I'm not that good on the Red Bull ring, but I think we can make it work. Mazepin just lost so much ground to the guys ahead. Please hurry up. Let's get our tire temps under control. They need to.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again.
Okay,
The safety
Jeff.
car is in this lap. When the
They
field
need to
accelerates
ideally
further,
be
there is no
within
overtaking
80
until the
and
green flags.
100
Safety car in this
degrees.
lap.
So it's quite good where it's at now. The safety car is coming in this lap, so once the field starts to bolt, we have to bolt as well, keep up with them, and we can only overtake once we go over the finish. And you can see on the minimap where that is. So it's 2 corners left, and then we are going to go over the finish line. And there goes the field. We are accelerating. even though it's really slow back here. And there we go. Was a good start, good restart. We are now behind Mazepin. We're going around the outside. Immediately start making those moves. Up behind Raikkonen now. We use the ERS, get in the slipstream. We probably won't make it work this time. Unless he brakes really early. Which he did. We got a lot of wheel spin, but we got the car under control. Up behind Ockel now. Was thinking about going down the inside, but it's not really worth the risk of losing a front wing. Let's just sit behind for the remainder of this lap, unless a really good opportunity opens up like this one. He got a horrible exit. Courtesy of being on the hard compound of tires compared to the mediums. Now behind Schumacher, we're going to go down the inside. Barely touched the curb there. If we would have gone a little bit more across, we would have gotten a warning. Now up behind Giovinazzi. To try to get a better exit, which we do. Now side by side, use some ERS to get past. Mercedes engine way stronger than the Ferrari engine, of course. In this year it is. Now behind Stroll, P14. We're going to send it. I accidentally double shifted, which was not ideal. Ah, you're going to play a tournament. Good luck, Noah. I hope I can entertain you enough. Maybe it will help you. Now behind Tsunoda, P13. He's going to make a move on Butler. We don't really want to make it 3 wide. Butler just bumps into us. He just brake checks us. Now DRS opens. Still behind Butler. We can't move to the side. We are boxed in, but he goes enough to the left. We are going to make a nice double overtake on Tsunoda and Butler. Now behind Leclerc, the 2 Ferrari drivers. Those are the ones we have to overtake to get to the points. P11, 1 more position is what we need. 6 laps remaining, so we will probably get it easily, but we are going to push ourselves to see how many positions we can gain. We probably won't be able to get on the podium, but we are going to try. Because it would be funny being last place after a safety car, being on the podium. DRS opens up a lot of battling ahead between Gasly and Sainz. We are going to send it on Leclerc. And he just moves to the right. Moves into us. Under braking, which is not allowed in racing, but the AI isn't smart enough. But it doesn't matter, we got past. I don't think our car has damage, but we did touch with Gasly on that exit. Courtesy of them going side by side, couldn't accelerate quick enough.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
We don't have any damage at the moment. Is what Jeff says at least, because he is wrong. Like a lot of the times. I've had... sometimes I had it like pouring down. It was raining so hard and he just said, yeah, slicks are the best option for now. It will start to rain in like 10 minutes and it was already raining. So... things like that.
You've taken P8.
We are up on in P8 as Jeff just said. Now behind Alonso in P7. Get a better exit. He is on the hards as well, just like his teammate Esteban Ocon. We are going to fly past with the help of DRS. Now behind Ricciardo in the McLaren. And he is behind Lando Norris. So Ricciardo will be able to defend better because he has the DRS of Lando Norris. So we need to keep that in mind and only go for the move when a really good opportunity opens up, or if he is in a zone where there is no DRS available, like in sector 2 and the beginning of sector 3. But let's just try to get into the DRS and close up, maybe save some ERS so we can use that in the attack. And if you could get a double overtake, that would be even better. Use the slipstream of Ricciardo and the DRS to shoot past.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Another fastest lap of the race. So Ricciardo is now gonna have the DRS off of Lando Norris. He is going to make a move and we are going for a double overtake once again on the teammates. Lando Norris just turns in on me. So that didn't go anywhere. He had to leave the space, but he didn't. He just cut across. We are going to try it again. He again just cuts across us, but this time we are not going to have it. We are going to push him off the track. Now let's chase after his teammate Daniel Ricciardo once again. But now he doesn't have any DRS. I don't know why Lando Norris was fighting that aggressive. Like, we were making aggressive moves, but that was a little too much, if you know what I mean. He just tried pushing us off track, got across us, and we were having none of it. Behind Ricciardo now. Waiting so we can get the DRS of this straight. He is using a lot of his ERS to try to keep up with us. A lot of his battery. But we are still going to fly past without using ours. Now in P5. Let's see if we can catch Perez. I don't think we can, but once again we are going to try it indeed. Let's use some ERS to get away from Ricciardo so he doesn't follow us using the DRS. So he will have to push as well to keep up with us, and if he doesn't, he will have to defend from his teammate, or they will work together, but they will have to be quick because a Ferrari is behind them as well who wants to attack them. So 4.5 seconds to Paris.
Is 4.5 seconds.
Thanks, Jeff. I just... okay. But Noah, good luck with your tournament. Is it a 2v2 or a 3v3 or what kind of tournament is it? Rumble... It's a 2v2 tournament. Hi. Do you have a teammate or are you going in solo? Now 4 seconds to Paris, so we won't make it. We're just going to take it easy.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. We've only got 2 laps of fuel.
Ah, you're going solo. Good luck, because the people you find solo queuing probably won't be that good, but you can try, you can try. Have you done a tournament before or not? We are going to get over the finish line in P5. Never done a tournament before.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Tournaments are basically just like a normal ranked games, but there is brackets in them. It's quite fun to do if it's your first time.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be...
I would say prepare a lot of free play. Maybe do some casual matches to get into the 2v2 mindset after that, and then just head into the tournament, see if you can make it.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Today's race certainly had its ups and downs for you, Casper. Are you pleased with that performance?
Am I proud with that performance? Yeah, I'm happy to salvage some
wasn't
points.
easy today. I somehow kept finding myself in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, you
really happy to
just
salvage
reached
some
gold.
points. The safety
Nice.
car gave me a good opportunity to turn things around. Pretty pleased overall, yeah.
Speaking of the safety car, Devin Butler has gone on record calling you lucky to get the result you did. Did luck come into it today?
Devin Butler again with a nasty comment. Yeah, luck didn't drive my car. I did.
I think Devin sometimes struggles to accept any result that doesn't go his way. Look, we all know safety cars change races. Today was no different. If Devin watches the replay closely, he might see that luck didn't drive my car out there today. I did.
Teammate Aiden Jackson was forced to retire today. Would you say he's going through a bit of a rough patch?
We all go through these
Well,
patches.
People have been giving him a bit of a hard time lately, but we all go through these patches from time to time. He's a promising young driver with a lot of talent. He'll come good.
Thank you for your time.
So that was the interview with Claire. The safety car proved integral for Ackerman, as it helped him turn a poor start into an impressive top 10 finish. I got top 5, but sure. Once again, we're not going to read the emails. We are going to claim our XP reward for the pass. And we are going to... I was going to say go to the next chapter, but apparently our team boss Brian is calling us.
Brian,
Cass, are you busy?
well, actually,
Look, I need you to come to the office. Can you pop by now?
why? What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you all about it when you get here.
Can't you just tell me now?
Thanks so much, Casper. Really appreciate it.
So our team boss wants us to go to his office, and he won't tell us why, but he's being kind of jokingly about it, so let's see.
Casper,
What's going on?
we need to clear something up. Take a seat.
Clear what up?
Aiden thinks it's his fault that you're retiring.
I'm sorry, Casper. I do respect you. Quite a lot, in fact. And I don't want you to retire. I didn't mean the things that I said. And I want you to know that if you're retiring because of me, I'll...
Will you tell him? This anxiety, it's no good for his performance.
I'm not retiring because of you.
Everyone says...
I'm not retiring because of you. Can I go now?
No. You're going to give him 2 minutes of your time.
Well, Brian, what am I? His therapist?
2 minutes, Casper. That's all.
Everyone says...
Everyone's an idiot. Look, I'm not retiring because of you. I told Brian after Zandvoort. I'm sorry you found out the way you did.
It's tough.
Yeah, can be.
The press. Social media. I don't know. How do you deal with it all?
us in the whole world get to do what we do.
Yeah.
A handful. You deal with it by never forgetting how lucky you are to be here. Understand? Never forget.
Hey, Casper.
Yeah?
Do you ever forget?
Sometimes. Sometimes we all do.
So those were some really encouraging and deep words with Casper, between Casper and Aiden. We are apparently heading into chapter 12. As the 2021 season rolls on, the F1 grid moves to historic Spa-Francorchamps. With Casper Ackerman sustaining his recent run of form, Williams hopes that both of its drivers can maintain this level of performance. The Belgian Grand Prix.
Based in the magnificent Ardennes countryside, Spa hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925. This historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. So it's welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 meters of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Norris, Sergio Perez, and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly, Raikkonen, Ackerman, Esteban Ocon, and Butler, Jackson, Mick Schumacher, Yuki Tsunoda, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Stroll, and Nikita Mazepin. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
That is one of the weirdest grids I have ever seen. But we are starting P12, and as you guys can see, it's going to rain, so I can change this strategy. So we will start on mediums, but we will start on the soft, since we will probably have to go into the pits to change to a set of inters or wets anyways. We are going to go with I don't know, I want to do top speed, because this circuit is a lot about the top speed, and if we can get ahead of people, we can just run away in the beginning, and then that will help us defend for when it starts to rain. But in this, with increased downforce, we will find it hard to overtake. We will be fast in the rain. That's a hard one. Yeah. I think we're just going to stay unbalanced and see how that goes. So this will, for some of you, this might be the first wet race you ever see me do. I've done one before on a My Team career mode, and I got really pissed off because the car was so bad and I had almost no downforce. Lights out and away we go as Raikkonen immediately moves over to our side, and we get dive bombed immediately. So we're trying to stay out of trouble.
Need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
We had a nasty hit with someone, so I was just confirming that we don't have any damage. So let's see if these guys have a dry or wet setup. It looks like they have a dry setup, so we will be a little bit quicker once the rain hits. as everyone braked really early there. So I was kind of put off by that. Behind Ocon. Gasly moved really late to the inside, so we did collide with him.
Tyre condition is still no good.
Still no damage. I was just checking just to be sure, because you never know. You never know with these AI. Spa is one of my favorite circuits, but I'm not all that good at it anymore. I used to be really good on this circuit, but I'm just not anymore. Now up behind Sainz, we need to finish in the top 5, so we need to get quite a good result.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Expecting rain in a couple of laps, Casper. Repeat, rain is forecast.
As I predicted, the rain is quite near, so let's ask how many minutes or laps it will be away.
Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
That's not an answer. A lot of times when you ask that question, he will say like rain is imminent, or rain will strike in 4 minutes or 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. Never just try. Seem like the fastest tire for now. As we make a good little overtake on Raikkonen, who overtook us in the beginning by cutting across. So we got him back, now behind Alonso. We are going to go to the inside, we won't shift up here. We went really deep, but we didn't gain any time, so there's no warning. And now you can see the rain starting to hit the track. So I'm not sure if I should go into the pits this lap already or the next one. I can already feel the grip getting less and less.
Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
So it's still dries, he says. I think we're going to see what the other people do. We are going to do the same thing. They are continuing on, and so are we.
The track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit the wets next time you come in.
The wets? No, I want to fit the inters. It showed inters, so. Quite curious to see how bad the rain will get now. I need to be really careful up this hill that we don't go spinning. Especially in this rain. Leclerc is now really getting away from us.
It is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
As you can hear our team thinking with us about what we should do.
MFD for a new strategy
Yeah, check our MFD. So let's see, they want us to box this lap to go onto the inters, and I think that's a really smart call. I was going to do that anyway. You can see the lights on the cars starting to flash red now, and that's not because they don't have a lot of ERS, that's because the track conditions are getting worse and worse. And you need to be able to see each other even if there is a lot of spray coming off these cars. You can just see us gaining in the corners because they have a dry setup and we have a mid-tier setup.
Be very careful.
Yeah, there's the spray. It's getting really dangerous and hard now to keep driving. The DRS is disabled, so it was only there for half a lap.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
We made a move on Leclerc, and the McLarens are indeed going to double stack. So that will mean one of the McLarens has to wait because there's only one, one little slot where they can change.
Aiden is in the pits. Aiden in the pits.
The Red Bull and Mercedes team didn't do that though. So one of those is going to continue. Well, one of each team.
Go. Exit now.
Perez is
We're
continuing
racing
and
to complete.
Bottas
Go
is
now.
continuing.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
And one of the Haases is also going to continue and one of the AlphaTauris. So let's see if McLaren actually did the smartest thing out of those teams and double stacked, because it's the only team that double stacked, I think. Yeah, together with our team, but past that. And you will see the McLaren does have a lot of straight line speed, but we are going to outbrake him because we have more downforce, and then just gain and gain on the Haas in front because he still is on slick tires and we are now on the inters. So you guys will see him sliding over this track, and we can't really pass him here because it's in an annoying corner. But now we are just going to send it down the inside. He leaves us the space and we are just going to get up that position, and you can already see he loses 1 second already. That's just how hard it is to drive on slicks in these conditions. Now catching Tsunoda at a rate of not. It was 4 seconds behind before that corner, and now it's already less than 3, 2.5 already. 2 seconds now. Or less than 2, 1.5, 1 second. So we will probably catch the Mercedes of Bottas and Red Bull of Perez after this lap. Here is Devin Butler, the one that called us lucky last time, and now in the rain on the slicks in the Aston Martin. It's not the greatest thing in the world. We overtake him easily in the braking zone, and now Sainz is going into the pits, and so is the Red Bull
The gap to the car
and
ahead is
the Mercedes of
9.8
Bottas and
seconds.
Perez. So let's see where they get out. Side by side with us, but we are just a little bit, we have a little bit more traction. So we are now up into 3-3,
By 10.6 seconds.
but Bottas and Perez now have fresher tires, so they might come back us at here, as Bottas really is pushing us. He's in the slipstream, he's probably going to go for the move. We are going to defend on the inside line. Brake a little bit late, but not that late. And just get the normal racing line once he backs out. Now Hamilton and Verstappen, especially Verstappen, they are far gone, and I just spun around because I was looking at the minimap, which wasn't that smart. And I think Noah's tournament just begun because it's 9 o'clock. So good luck, Noah. You're probably halfway in the match already because it's 2 minutes over 9. So I hope your tournament is going well. But let's keep pushing on. Let's chase after our fellow Dutchman. The rain god in Formula 1. We had a little slide, but we managed to catch the car. Barely within track limits. So we have a big moment of wheel spin there. And the back steps out once again. And again, a lot of wheel spin. We really have to start short shifting, but it's not something I do often. Not really that comfortable with it yet. I don't know when to time it because most people do it in a corner, but if I do that, the car just wants to go sideways immediately. So let's see if we are gaining or not.
Hamilton ahead, gap to car in front is 4.2 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Their tyres are 1 lap old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 58.3. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
A new strategy again. Do they want us to move to wet tires? Is that the case? I need to make this corner first before I can look into what they want, what their strategy is. It looks really wet, and they indeed want us to move to wets. So we are going to go into the pits, even though it's still kinda drivable. I think the wets will be a lot quicker. If our team thinks that that will be the case, then we are just going to listen to what they have to say. They have all the equipment, and we don't. We can't really guess what's going on. We are gaining on Hamilton, but we have a big slide again. So it's really getting wet now. The game looks amazing when it's raining though. All the puddles and the reflections of the water. It's really cool. You can see the droplets on the halo and on the screen.
I think it might be just about time to come and change these tyres.
And that's what we are going to do indeed, Jeff. We are going into the pits now. So we have a big moment of wheel spin again. And we just got reset in the pit for no reason. So that's a little bit of... I don't know. It's annoying. Unnecessary. Screws us over.
Aiden is coming in for his stop.
In the pits now.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Release, release.
It's not a good but not a bad pit stop of our team. So let's see. Still in front of Bottas. And Norris P5 now. I don't know what happened to Paris. But he isn't here at the moment.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
I don't know where Paris is. Oh, he is behind Norris. I can already see him. Bottas gaining and gaining on the straight, but he can't go past. Not with our lower wings. Oh well, higher wings. Because we have higher wings, we have more downforce. And because we have more downforce, we can brake later. He basically has to stop a rocket in the rain. But I tried to short shift in the last corner, right before I used the flashback, because of the traction basically, so you don't get as much wheel spin. But as you guys saw, I did it mid corner and the car immediately spun around, and that's exactly what I mean with I can't seem to short shift at the right moment, because if I do it here, it's kind of too late already and we lose time because we don't have enough power. So I don't know how to do it. I watched a couple of tutorials like Marcel Kiefer for how to short shift, but I can't seem to do it correctly. He just basically says you shift up before you actually need to, and like that's kind of logical. I know what short shifting means, but can't seem to get the right traction amount. And we went sideways again, even though we were in 4th gear. This is why I hate the rain. Well, I don't hate the rain. It looks amazing, but the AI is way too good in these conditions. It's way too tricky, and they find the precise traction they need. Almost everyone I know who plays this game complains about it, and I think we were in 1st gear there. That was not what we meant to do. So let's just see if we can hang on to this podium position, as Bottas is really hunting us down now.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
We are going to stay in 3rd gear now. Let's see if that helps anything with the traction here. Yeah, it helps a little. You are not much quicker because of it, but you are way more consistent, and that's what I like. So we are probably going to stick into 3rd gear through that sector, just like we are going to stick in 4th gear through this little sector.
On a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Back to dry shortly, mate. Have you seen the track? I'm not switching back. I will finish the last lap on these wets if I have to.
1.8 seconds.
We are now starting to pull away from Bottas. Here we are gaining on Hamilton and Verstappen. So we are the fastest man right now on the track.
Situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
We had a lot of wheel spin again there, but we managed to catch the car again. We are really starting to pull away from Bottas now. And we are reeling in Hamilton. Slowly but surely. Now it's 5.3 seconds. Okay, I should not have used the ERS in that corner. That was quite stupid of me. Don't know why I did that mid-corner. Didn't have enough traction yet. Now I can open the ERS because I'm going straight. Into 4th gear. Get my wheel stuck in the curb, get the wheel on the green stuff, and again on the green stuff on the exit. Wheel in the curb. Now wheel on the curb and just flowing through the corners. Be careful with the traction, be careful with the ERS and the steering. You need to be really gentle in these conditions, otherwise you go flying into the barriers. You won the first match, congratulations. 5 seconds now to Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, gap ahead is 4.7 seconds.
Those were some good short shifts. This is the penultimate lap. After this you will get to the last lap of the race. Good luck in round 2, my guy.
Teams are fitting intermediate tyres. It might be worth considering changing yours too.
Some teams are going into the pits apparently to change the intermediate tires. We are not going to, because this will be our last lap of the race, and I don't think that we will be 10 seconds a lap quicker if we fit on those inters. Not even 10, we need to be 20 seconds quicker. So if Verstappen and Hamilton go into the pits, they are just throwing away their podium positions, and I don't think they are. Yeah, they are indeed continuing on for the last lap. So are we.
This is your final lap.
Let's see what we can do.
Gap to teammate behind is 30.8 seconds.
Ah, you need to wait for your opponent. Yeah, that's an annoying thing about tournaments. You have a lot of spare time, but you can't walk away from your PC or PS4, whatever you play it on. Because if the game starts and you are not there, you have lost the entire tournament. Almost spun around again. You need to be really careful because the track is now drying up. We are still on wet.
One lap of fuel remaining.
Currently 1 lap of fuel remaining, but it's 1 lap too much. The DRS is enabled again. It's still raining, but it's minimal. But Verstappen is going to win this race by a mile. We are going to drift over the finish
That's the end of the race.
for
We'll
a
see
podium
the car
finish.
Another top 5 finish for Williams. Amongst the drama, Ant, they've been quietly racking up some good points.
Yeah, it's caught me off guard a little bit actually. When you look at the table, you realise they're not doing as badly as you might think.
Williams have been nothing if not entertaining this year, for good or for bad. It'll be interesting to see how they fare by the end of the season. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So there we are on the podium once again. 2 Dutchmen on the podium. But we got the P3 this time. So post-race, despite the difficult conditions, Casper Ekman continued to impress at the Belgian Grand Prix as he achieved another top 5 finish.
All I'm saying is that the team are back in the mix this season. That's how good you've done.
Yeah.
You're ending your career on a high just like you wanted. You really couldn't ask for much better. You want one?
Hmm?
What's wrong?
Nothing. What? Nothing. I'm fine.
You haven't driven like this in ages. You're out there having a great time. You're raking in the points, but you're doing your moody face.
I'm not doing my moody face. Stop that.
Like this.
Okay. It's Aiden.
What about him?
Well, he's still not right. He's moping around, anxious, apologetic. I think he's struggling.
I thought you were going to ignore him.
Yeah, but he's just a kid. He needs support.
From you?
So, how many races have I got left?
What's this all about, Cass?
Let's say that I've got 3 or 4 months left in F1. What if...
Go on.
Nah, forget it.
No, what?
You laugh at me.
Promise not to.
It just sounds so stupid.
What does?
What if I can...
Oh my god.
What?
You've gone soft, haven't you?
I knew you'd make fun of me.
You want to make the F1 world a better place before you retire. You want to help the team, help Aiden, your own career be damned.
And what if I did?
So Casper Ackerman does have a heart after all. I'll alert the media.
Look, Zoe, I'm serious. What if I did?
What could you do?
Well, Mercedes has got a seat coming up next season. Some say they might even sign him. That is his dream.
And you think you could help?
I honestly don't know.
So we are going to try to help get Aiden to Mercedes. I think we will do one more race. And after that, we will probably end Breaking Point, and then next stream will be the finale. We will do the last couple of races to get all the way to the end. But for now, let's go to the next chapter. The Russian Grand Prix. Chapter 13. With an impressive run of form behind him and renewed focus, Casper Ackerman and Williams are hoping that they can continue to build on this performance as they head to the Russian Grand Prix in Sochi and into the final third of the 2021 calendar. It's 1 month later. Let's advance into the race. Oh, it's not a race yet, but it will be the race. So we are going to the race. So mid-race, with a few laps remaining, Ackerman has found his Williams outperforming many of the cars on the grid. An alternative tire strategy appears to have put Ackerman in the perfect position to challenge for an even greater finishing position and even a chance at the fastest lap.
Casper, we think you can push for the fastest lap.
Not now.
Yep, we're in a strong position. See what you can do.
No problem.
Our gap behind is 35.4 seconds.
So we need to get the fastest lap of the race and we need to finish in the top 10. I don't think that will be too hard. We have a lot of downforce. Don't know where this has come from, but it's quite nice.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.2 seconds.
I think they buffed the Williams for this race, so you can get the fastest lap easier. I don't know why they wouldn't just nerf the AI, but I guess so you can still have some kind of battles with them. Jeff, please shut up. I don't care about how much fuel I've got. It's probably more than enough. But we got a purple first sector. Sergio Perez now with the fastest lap of the race. But we go purple second sector as well. We are on the softs while other people are all on mediums and hards. So let's just finish this lap off in a good way. So we are now catching up to a lot of cars ahead. Stroll is also on the softs as we go purple for the fastest lap of the race. don't know why I still have my ERS on. .7 to Stroll ahead, now 2.5. We are reeling him in, 2.2. With every corner we're getting closer. And Mazepin gave us the DRS and is now getting out of the way. So we are catching Stroll really quickly now. Behind Stroll now, we will get the DRS. We're not going to use any ERS unless we really have to. Since we are in the slipstream, we have the DRS. We are going to use the ERS just to get the double overtake. And we do. And now it's just pulling away from them and chasing after Devin Butler.
Is 3.1 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, we almost spun around there, as there is a big group of cars ahead.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Ah, you got eliminated. That sucks, buddy. Maybe we'll get it next time. What kind of tournament was it? Was it a silver tournament or a gold tournament? What was it? Wait, let me focus because there is 3 cars in front of me that I have to overtake. We are going to choose the outside line. So we can dive bomb Butler. Then get the better traction with our tires. Go past Sainz and now send it on Alonso, I think it was. Yes, it was. I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to see it when you go to tournaments. There should be a spot above the choices that you can join that says your best weekly wins, and the background of what is in there should be telling you what kind of tournament you played. Like for me it's a diamond background because I play diamond tournaments. I have a diamond tournament rank. But I don't know what yours is. You think silver, okay. You said you got gold in ranked, right? Now behind our teammate, by the way.
Final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race. Let's see if we can catch our teammate and overtake him as well. The Williams is really quick in this race. We can barely keep up with our teammate, even though the other people are really easy to overtake.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. is 3.9 seconds.
Use the ERS, open the DRS, fly past Aiden Jackson. We are coming through in P6.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That's quite some achievement for Williams' Casper Ackermann, getting the fastest lap out.
Yeah, it's not often that you see any team outside the top three pick up that extra point. Williams went with what looked like an aggressive tyre strategy, but it paid off for them. Incredible, really.
Williams now very much in the mix for a strong midfield finish this season. And who knows, they might even be eyeing up 4th place. They'll be delighted. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Not the same podium, but it's kind of the same. McLaren is really quick in 2021. So let's see. Williams employs an alternative tire strategy that pays off, allowing Casper Ackermann to seal not only a top 10 finishing position, but also the fastest lap of the race in Sochi. So there's our team boss.
Brian.
Cass, meant to say, nice work on that fastest lap. That's a welcome point, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the team did well.
Well, you drove the thing, Cass. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Look, there are rumours you'll try and wriggle out of the team dinner tomorrow. Put my mind at rest, would you?
I'm coming to the team dinner, Brian.
Beautiful place we booked. Reason to celebrate. You're gonna love it. Is Zoe still coming?
Yeah, she wouldn't miss it.
Terrific. Wonderful. Are you excited, Cass? Tell me you're excited.
I'm certainly attending.
Small victories, I suppose. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Brian.
The conversation between those two really made me think about like my mood and what a friend of mine would say when I answer like that. But now our wife is calling us, so let's see what she has to say.
Hey, Zoe.
Hey, everyone's talking about the team dinner. We're still going, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, come on, Cass. You'll miss these things when they're gone.
We'll see.
Why did I marry such a miserable man?
Because he makes up for it with his charm.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah, well, don't believe everything you hear in the news.
What are you up to?
Just emails and stuff.
Okay. I think I'll head back to the hotel.
I'll see you there.
Bye.
So that was our wife. So let's get the reward. And next stream will probably be a little bit longer, since we are then going to head into the last couple of chapters. We are then going to finish up this Breaking Point series, this story mode in F1. So after that, I might do some versus career mode things with my brother if you guys would like, or a co-op career mode. You guys can ask, you guys can give us suggestions on which team we should join. It can't be as ridiculous as I want you to do a versus career mode and I want you to drive for Mercedes and I want your little brother to drive for Williams or something like that. Because that simply isn't fair. But it can be Haas and Williams, for example, to start in, and then you can choose whichever team you would like, basically. So we just have to move up as quickly as we can, get to the best teams we can. Things like that. But for now, this is going to be the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great evening, and I will see you all in the next one, hopefully. Bye bye.